Good morning. How are you all today? Thank you all for visiting with us and viewing these videos with us. We're continuing to study from the book of First Kings, and today we're in chapter 21. Our subject being a power grab, wanting to be in power and in control of everything. This was the behavior and conduct of King Ahab and his wife Jezebel. And so, beginning at verse 1, and it came to pass after these things that Naboth, the Jezreelite, he was an inhabitant of Jezreel, had a vineyard which was in Jezreel, close near the palace of Ahab, king of Samaria. Remember, the northern kingdom had 19 kings, and all of them were evil in the sight of the Lord. But this is Ahab, the husband of Jezebel, and Jezebel really rules the kingdom. In chapter 18, we saw her going after Elijah after the battle in Carmel about who's God. Who do you think is God? Is Baal God or is God God to the people? Verse 2. And Ahab spake unto Naboth, saying, Give me thy vineyard, that I may have it for a garden of herbs, because it is near unto my house, and I will give thee for it a better vineyard than it. Or, if it seem good to thee, I will give thee the worth of it in money. And Naboth responded and said to Ahab, The Lord forbid it me that I should give the inheritance of my fathers unto thee. I'm not going to give you my inheritance. Verse 4. And Ahab came into his house heavy and displeased because of the word which Naboth the Jezreelite had spoken to him. For he had said, I will not give thee the inheritance of my fathers. And Ahab laid him down upon his bed and turned away his face and would eat no bread. So he was prone to depression after something happened that he didn't like. Verse 5. But Jezebel, his wife, came to him and said unto him, Why is thy spirit so sad that thou eatest no bread? And he said unto her, Because I spake unto Naboth the Jezreelite, and said unto him, Give me thy vineyard for money, or else, if it please thee, I will give thee another vineyard for it. And Naboth answered me, I will not give thee my vineyard. Now, the plot of the power grab by Jezebel, verse 7. And Jezebel his wife said unto him, Dost thou now govern the kingdom of Israel? Arise and eat bread, and let thine heart be merry. I will give thee the vineyard of Naboth the Jezreelite. So don't worry about it. Just as I ran Elijah off, I'm going to take over the field, the vineyard of Naboth on your behalf. Verse 8. So she wrote letters in Ahab's name and sealed them with his seal. It's like a stamp of approval, and sent the letters unto the elders and to the nobles that were in his city dwelling with Naboth. And she wrote in the letters, saying, proclaim a fast and set Naboth on high among the people. So she's setting him up. Verse 10. And set two men, sons of Belial, or sons of the devil, before him, to bear witness against him, saying, she's putting the words in their mouth, thou didst blaspheme God and the king. And then, after you've done that, then carry him out and stone him that he may die. This is an innocent person being betrayed and plotted against to kill him, all because of this power grab that continues unto this day with people wanting to rule over everybody else. Verse 11. And the men of his city, even the elders and the nobles, who were the inhabitants of his city, did as Jezebel had sent unto them, and as it was written in the letters which she had sent unto them. Verse 12, they proclaimed a fast and set Naboth on high among the people. Verse 13, and there came in two men, children of Belial, and sat before him. And the men of Belial witnessed against him, lying prophets, even against Naboth, in the presence of the people, saying, Naboth did blaspheme God and the king. Then they carried him forth or out of the city and stoned him with stones that he died. So now Naboth is dead, and Jezebel is going to further move forward to get let Ahab know that he can take over the vineyard. But Elijah the prophet is going to prophesy against Ahab and Jezebel, and we'll see that, I believe, in the next chapter. Verse 14. Then they sent to Jezebel, saying, Naboth is stoned and is dead. Verse 15. And it came to pass, when Jezebel heard that Naboth was stoned and was dead, that Jezebel said to Ahab, arise, take possession of the vineyard of Naboth the Jezreelite, which he refused to give thee for money, for Naboth is not alive but dead. So that power grab has succeeded to this point. But whatever is hidden or glossed over, nobody gets away. People get by with evil, but we will all reap what we sow, and we'll see that. And I think chapter 22 is the last chapter, and we'll be going next time, well, after next week, we'll be going into 2 Kings. So back to 1 Kings 21, verse 16. And it came to pass, when Ahab heard that Naboth was dead, that Ahab rose up to go to the vineyard of Naboth the Jezreelite, to take possession of it. Verse 17, and the word of the Lord came to Elijah the Tishbite, saying, arise and go down to meet Ahab, king of Israel, which is in Samaria. Behold, he is in the vineyard of Naboth, whither he is gone down to possess it. And thou shalt speak unto him, saying, thus saith the Lord, hast thou killed and also taken possession? And thou shalt speak unto him, saying, thus saith the Lord, in the place where dogs licked the blood of Naboth shall dogs lick thy blood even thine. And that's found in the fulfillment of this is found in chapter 22, verse 31, and also 2 Kings chapter 9, verse 26. And Ahab said to Elijah, hast thou found me, O mine enemy? And Elijah answered, I have found thee, because thou or you hast sold thyself to work evil in the sight of the Lord. Behold, this is Lord speaking through Elijah. Behold, I will bring evil upon thee, and will take away thy posterity, and will cut off from Ahab him that pisseth against the wall, and him that is shut up and left in Israel. So he'll have no descendants after I cut him off. Verse 22, and will make thine house like the house of Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, and like the house of Baasha, the son of Ahiah, for the provocation wherewith thou hast provoked me to anger, and made Israel to sin. Verse 23, and of Jezebel also spake the Lord, saying, the dog shall eat Jezebel by the wall of Jezreel. And that's fulfilled in 2 Kings chapter 9, verse 36, verse 24. Him that dieth of Ahab in the city, the dog shall eat, and him that dieth in the field shall the fowls of the air eat. But there was none like unto Ahab, which did sell himself to work wickedness in the sight of the Lord, whom Jezebel, his wife, stirred up. So men, godly men, especially godly or ungodly, should not have a person to encourage them to do evil against anyone or anything. Verse 6. And Ahab did very abundantly in following idols, according to all things, as did the Amorites, whom the Lord cast out before the children of Israel. Verse 27, and it came to pass when Ahab heard these words that he tore his clothes and put sackcloth upon his flesh and fasted and lay in sackcloth and went softly. This is where he's going to recognize and humble himself. And because he humbled himself, God will not let these things take place while he is alive, but it will be fulfilled in the days of his son. Verse 28, and the word of the Lord came to Elijah the Tishbite, saying, seest thou how Ahab humbled himself before me? Because he humbled himself before me, I will not bring the evil in his days, but in his son's days will I bring the evil upon his house, that is, cut off his posterity. And that will be through his son Joram, fulfilled in 2 Kings chapter 9, verse 25. And so next week we'll have the last chapter of 1 Kings, and after then we'll go into 2 Kings. So you all have a great day and a great week, and remember, humility comes before honor, and God does honor anyone who's willing to humble himself under the mighty hand of God, or submit himself or herself to God. So you all have a great day and a great week. Bye.